What an annihilation did Barcelona just put in a masterclass? Masterclass in that first half. 4 to Barcelona, 1 to Betis, a hat trick for Ferran Torres, an amazing game by Pedri Gonzalez, an amazing game by Roony Bargi. Say his name as the victory shades are back. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to be a little bit different. This is only a first half as I'm watching the second half right now because I am doing a post-game show / watch party. So I do want to make sure I get my match reaction out, even though, you know, most of this game already happened in that first half anyway. Most of the stuff that I want to say. And I'm so happy to bring back Victory Shades as Barcelona is totally back. We are healthy and now we are good again. We just beat the 2 hottest teams in La Liga that are not named Real Madrid, because guess what? Real Betis, if we put 4 goals on them in that first half, they completely capitulated, and they have been winning and drawing, and they haven't lost a game in like the last, I think it's like 10 games or something like that, which is crazy. It's crazy to me that they haven't lost a game in that long. That is insane. And Barcelona had one of the best performances that I have ever seen under Hansi Flick. If that is not Flick ball, then I truly don't know what Flick ball is. And I think Betis was just, they didn't see it coming. They didn't even know what hit him, and we're gonna get into that. But from the very first moments of this game, man, I have to say it again. It was ridiculous. Let's talk about it, shall we? It was ridiculous because we conceded again, even on a masterful game like this. I have to say that yes, we have conceded a goal once again, and that I don't love it, especially because as you know, as a Barcelona fan, you want to see this team play much better defensively. We conceded in the 6th minute to Anthony, and bro, the only reason why we conceded in this game was because of Koundé once again. Dude, what are you doing, man? It's a textbook call. It's a textbook assignment. As soon as you saw that there's kind of like they're trying to make a cross to Anthony, get back inside, bro. Hustle. Why isn't Koundé hustling on that play, man? That's the whole only reason why this was a goal. It was because it was Koundé not hustling, and I hated that, man. I hated that. Now, do not pay attention to player ratings, because player ratings right now, as you can see right here, is the 48th minute as I'm recording this. And of course, they're not going to be a normal rating. So, but some of the things that I do wanted to mention is that I think how Hansi Flick, they caught Betis off guard was because of this. The interchanging between Lamine Jamal and Roony Bargi make Betis go crazy. Like, they didn't see that coming at all. And actually, quite frankly, I didn't see that coming myself. Like that, I think that was an incredible curveball that Hansi Flick threw Pellegrini in this in this instance. Because look, man, they were unstoppable. And from, like, I think it was when Ferran Torres scored, that was the 11th minute, and within 2 minutes in this game, Ferran Torres literally had a brace. Like, the first one was a nice give and go between Roony Bargi and Koundé making out for his mistakes, makes an incredible cross, and guess what? The Shark was there to close it out. Now, the second one was another link-up play when Roony Bargi was actually interchanging with Lamine Jamal. Lamine Jamal was at the 10, and Roony Bargi was shifted right. And they just makes a cross to Ferran Torres, and Ferran Torres is right there to close it out. It was beautifully put, and Ferran Torres gets the job done once again. He goes through the legs of let me see, Bias, right? I will never pronounce his name right. So it goes through the legs of Bias. That, to me, that was great. That was beautiful. I love it. it was a Ferran brace, right, at that point. And even though I thought we shouldn't have conceded that first goal, it's annoying to see Barca conceding another goal in the beginning of that game. And it kind of stings on you because as good as our team has played, and we had a beautiful first half, I think it was Flick ball to fruition 1000%. I've never seen Flick ball play so good, and I think Rooney Bargi haven't had enough minutes in this game. I'm sorry, Rooney Bargi haven't had enough minutes in the last 4 to 5 games of Barca. I think he had like a couple minutes, and we unleashed the beast, man. We unleashed a beast, and there's no way in hell that Rooney Bargi should be having close to no minutes for this team because look, man, the way he cooked today, and you know what was happening? You know what was happening in this game? Because Rooney was playing the 10, or sometimes they were interchanged with Lamine at the 10, right? As they would drop to get the ball recovery, right? So they will do this triangle between Koundé and Rooney Bargi and Lamine Jamal. So that was 2 players there to do these triangles that have an incredible ability to pass, and it was making Betis go press. It was opening up so much room for Ferran Torres to attack the spaces, and that's how we got him on that second goal. That's exactly how we got him on that second goal. That was a beautiful flick ball. Everyone running, everyone pressing. The intensity was there. I was very worried about this game to start because I was like, there's no Rafinha in this game, no Fermin, no Olmo, and I was actually very nervous because I saw Anthony was going to start, and sure enough, he scores the first goal. And at that point, I'm very shocked of what Hansi Flick was able to put out there. Like I said, Pedri had an amazing first half. I'm loving the fact that Pedri is getting this stat padding assist because he keeps doing these amazing passes, and they're just haven't been able to put them away. And in this game, he had 2 assists, 1 to Ferran, 1 to Rooney Bargi. The Rooney Bargi one was a beautiful pass, just like that was almost the same pass as he did on Rafinha's play, and that he was able to put it away. And I just love to see it, man. I love to see how Pedri's just been balling out for the last 2 games. He has been insane. Since coming back from injury, and I'm actually, like I said, I love to see it. And he's wearing the captain armband, man. I love to see Pedri as well being that kind of leader for this team, being that kind of player for this team. And honestly, man, some of the things that I do want to say is, number one, Joan Garcia, don't put this on him. That goal that he conceded, that was an incredible finish by Anthony that puts it up right corner, hits the post, and it goes in. Another thing that I want to mention was Gerard Martin. Gerard Martin, we have found our defense signing of the winter, man. He's incredible. The way that he defends, the way that he's so sound, he's so disciplined on every single assignment, whether that's going with aerial duels, whether that's going on the bottom, whether that's sliding, whether that is sending a ball to the corner, whether that's clearing a ball. He's not flashy. He's not going to wow you like that, but he's just always going to make the right play. And I feel so safe. When every time that Gerard Martini is right there to make a play, I think it's just beautiful. Another thing I want to say is, I know Lamine did not have a goal or an assist in the first half, but I want everyone to understand this. I don't want him to stop pad, and Lamine Jamal just missed a one-on-one. Jesus Christ. Come on, Lamine. This is your chance to really get your stats, man. This is your chance. It's a 4-1 game. We had a one-on-one there, and he just missed it. He needs to get in the lab and just learn how to freaking finish, man. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, I know Lamine Jamal doesn't have right now a goal or an assist, but if we're being honest, this is really how Lamine Jamal should play. Don't stick to the right. Go inside. A lot of times, I was very surprised that Hansi Flick is using him as a cam. And this combo between Rooney Bargi and Lamine Jamal, I have to see it against tougher competition. but it literally cooked, man. It was literally beautiful to see, and I think it was amazing. I think it threw Betis off guard, and honestly, man, I just hope we can see it up against tougher competition. But it was nice to see Flick ball, man. It was nice to see. I don't think Eric had the best game. I don't think Kubarsi was as good either. I think he had two chances where I think Eric had two chances where he passed the ball in the wrong position inside the box, and I just didn't like it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. As I'm speaking, I think they're reviewing a possible of a Rashford shot. They're reviewing for a possible penalty, and I hope that if this is a pen, that Lamine Jamal takes it. I just hope he does, because he actually deserves it up until this point. I think the fact that he hasn't scored in this game, it's crazy. Not only he had one-on-one and another good chance, but he has played unbelievable. And this is what Lamine Jamal should be seeing in every single game. I don't need to score. I don't need to give assists every game. I just need to play my game. I just need to go out there and have some fun. And I think it's I think it's a pen. It's a penalty. It's a penalty for Barca. Or they're gonna he's just gonna go to VAR to take a look at it. But see, that's what I mean. So Barcelona will now be. Let's take a look at the table real quick before we can see if that's a pen or not. I think it's gonna be a pen. He bounces off his leg and then it touches his arm. And I think if had not touched his arm, I think it bounces back to Rashford. So that's why I think it should be a penalty. It should be a penalty. He's slid in his open arms like this, extended arms, I should say. He extended his arm and it just, you can't do that. I don't think you can do that. I think that should be a pen, and I think Lamine Jamal should be the one taking this pen. Let's see. Yeah. It's a penalty, ladies and gentlemen. Barcelona has an incredible opportunity to go up 5-1 against Real Betis. And let me see, I'm going to be able to tell you, hey, this is the first time I'm doing this. So, guys, bear with me for 1 second as I'm recording this. Of course, they're going to be complaining. But this play, man, they are complaining, but this play, it's a very clear penalty in my opinion. Because see, when you're sliding, and Lamine Jamal, in fact, will be taking this penalty. So the defender slides, right, and instead of going with his arms behind, he's going like this, and it touched his leg, and it bounced off his arm. So that's the thing. Like I at that point, had it not happened, I think it would have bounced back to Rashford. But big up to Rashford, man, because he was the one getting that pen, and he chose not to take it, and he left it to Lamine Jamal. I think Lamine Jamal wants to take penalties, and without Lewandowski there, man. I'll be honest, man. I just want others to take penalties. Lewandowski has missed the last two pens against Sevilla and against Atletico Madrid in clutch time. So let's see. As Fernando Palomo. Goal! Barcelona 5, ladies and gentlemen. Real Betis 1. And now Barcelona is climbing back up to number 1 in La Liga with 40 points. And Real Madrid has 36, and Real Madrid plays Celta de Vigo tomorrow. Now, Celta de Vigo does play Madrid pretty tough. That's going to be very interesting to see. And one thing I do want to say is, remember, we said this. The next games before the end of the year are going to say a lot about Barcelona and where we stand in terms of titles, right? And let me shift to the main screen real quick. So I'll end with this. I'll end my analysis with this. Look, man, Barcelona is so back right now. And Hansi Flick, we saw Hansi Flick both today. We started losing and we came back. And the one thing I will say is, I said this: if Barcelona wants to win titles against Atletico Madrid, against Betis, and against Villarreal, these are 3 tough games before the end of the year. The way we close out these games is going to say a lot about where we stand in terms of in terms of this season for the second stretch. And look, man, we've been passing with flying colors. We dominated Atletico, and now we dominated Betis, who you can say whatever you want about them. You can say whatever you want about them, but the fact of the matter is, before we play them, they're on an incredible run, and they are playing at home in La Cartuja. So that is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, right? As John Garcia gets an incredible save, of course he does. But that's what I mean. Now Barcelona is healthy. Now we're having Pedri. Now Frankie comes back. Fermin comes back, hopefully for the Champions League, which is going to be an amazing, incredible must-win game on Tuesday. We have that game win. We have to win that game, and we have to win that game by scoring a ton of goals. Because if we're trying to get into that top 8 spot, we need to score a lot of goals, and we need to win out. We need to win all the remaining games against Frankfurt, against Slavia Prague, and against Copenhagen. So that's the thing. In Barcelona right now, we're picking at the right time, and I'm just so happy to see it, man. But thank you guys for watching until the end of this video. I know it's a little bit weird of a match reaction here, but I do appreciate everyone who's still watching. And go watch my post-game show right after the game ends, and also my watch party, my watch along, my very first watch along for the Inter Miami game playing up against the Washington Whitecaps. So guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, Visca el Barça. It's so nice and warm at the top.